Hello there everyone, this is Felix from Felix the Dev, where coding is a lifestyle. And for those that are new to my channel, my name is Felix and I help people who are learning how to code, also computer science students who are finishing their degree. So today we're going to talk about a question I received the other day, which has really made me think for the past couple days. And is practice more important when it comes to coding, to learning coding, compared to theory? In other words, in the learning process of learning a new programming language or framework, is practice more important than understanding the theory or learning it? And this is a very good question because as I learned through the years, coding is a very theoretical and some part discipline, but has a lot of practice to it. For example, building applications and all the tangible products you can do with this knowledge. So this is a great question in my opinion, and it applies to other areas, not just as coding as well. But today we're going to talk about specifically related to coding. So I wrote a blog post on this topic, which you can check out the link on the description if you're interested, and I titled it "The Balance of Theory and Practice in Programming." So why should we talk about these? Why should we talk about these areas? And in my opinion, is by understanding the importance of theory and practice in the learning process when you're learning a new programming language, even a framework, or just learning how to code in general. It's your first time. By understanding this, you will get the most out of the time you invest learning this new programming language or technology. And in my experience through the years as a software developer, teacher, tutor, and just a student of the coding discipline, you will learn it faster, and also you will remember the concepts and ideas that you gather through the learning process for longer periods of time. So also another benefit that you will gain from this video and from understanding the balance of theory and practice in programming is that it will keep you away from the endless cycle of watching tutorials or reading books, which happened to me a lot, or just watching tutorials on YouTube, but never doing anything with the knowledge you gain. And I'm a victim of this. This happened to me in the earlier stages of my journey when I started learning how to code. I watched a lot of videos, a lot of tutorials on YouTube, but I never got to do something with the knowledge. So talking about this will help you keep away from that. So that's very important. So what are you going to get out of this video? So first of all, you're going to get my answer to this question, as well as some tips that I've learned through the years you can implement in your learning process when tackling coding related concepts, which I believe it can help you learn how to code faster and remember the concepts for a longer period of time, like I said. And if you already know how to code, maybe you already know one programming language, maybe implementing these tips can help you when you go to your second language or even a new framework. So, or technology. So let's get to it, guys. My answer to this question is it's the key to success of learning how to code is a balance of both. Sorry about that. And you need to have a balance between learning the theory, understanding it, then applying it. That's my opinion of the key to success to really get the most out of coding. So you need to understand the theory, the concepts, and this behind the concept, sorry, and this will give you the understanding how these concepts or coding related ideas work on a deeper level. Then you need to apply them to really reap the rewards and benefits. For example, designing an application that people use. So there's a very fine line where there's a balance between both of these areas. You need to learn the theory and you need to practice it. So my opinion is that there's a balance between both, and not one is more important than the other. So to really have an effective learning process when it comes to coding or any just practical discipline, you need to have a balance of both. So now I'm going to give you guys some tips that I've used through the years, so based on this idea. So tip number 1 is understand deeply the theory first. When you're learning a new a new programming language or technology, my advice is to first understand and focus and ask your questions like these types of questions. Number 1, why is this programming language necessary? Why was it invented? Another good one is, what problem does it try to solve? Maybe there's a lot of programming languages that do the same thing, or maybe even something that are familiar. So what does it problem does it try to solve? And what are its strengths compared to existing programming languages? And this applies to frameworks and technologies as well. And sorry about that. If they are concepts, maybe you're learning a particular coding related concepts, focus on really comprehending how these ideas and concepts work in the background. So for example, if-else statements. So maybe you're learning how to code, and you should focus on what are the benefits of using if-else statements. How do you use them to solve programming problems? So in my experience, by asking these questions, what's going to happen is that you're going to have a deeper understanding of why you're learning what you're learning, and it will give you a clear idea and a mindset when you start applying it and you don't get lost. And another benefit in my experience is that by understanding the theory on a deeper level before you apply it, when you have an error in your code, or sometimes like something blows up when you compile your code, you run it, whatever the case might be, by understanding the theory and how it works in the background, you will be able to fix it faster. So, and this has happened to me on various occasions when using new technologies and programming languages to develop software. So this is a very key benefit. So understand deeply the theory first. So now let's go to the second tip. Number 2, build projects with the knowledge you have learned. And this is equally as important, because this is where the practice part of the learning process comes to play. So this is where the practice part of the learning process comes to play. So after you understand the theory, you understand how it works, build tangible products with the knowledge you acquired during the first part of the process. This way, you're going to witness at first hand and experience it the benefits of the programming language, framework, or programming related concept that you have been learning through this time. So, and another thing that you could do, which I really like, is, and which you can benefit as well, is upload this code to GitHub from the projects that you're building and build a portfolio which you can showcase to potential employers if that is your goal. And I've outlined this on various videos which you can check out. I know I've talked on this idea of uploading a portfolio of projects, which is very important. So that's another benefit to have in mind. So that's all for today, guys. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, just click that like button. Remember to share it with a friend. It might help them along their coding journey. Also, don't forget to subscribe, because I'm uploading videos almost every week, which can give you a lot of knowledge and tips, tricks to help you in your coding journey. And also, if you're a computer science student completing your degree, it can help you out as well. So don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to check out the blog post, I put the link in the description. So there you can read it and have some even a specific I talk more on this topic, so you can check it out. And so that's all. That will be all for today, guys. Oh, and before I forget, don't forget to follow me on social media. The links are in the description as well. All the different platforms I am in. So that will be all for today, guys. This was Felix from Felix to Dev, where coding is a lifestyle. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.